more energy than that. How y'all doing today? Listen. We don't do anything without energy, so I need all of y'all to stand up for me real quick. Come on now. There y'all like, Come on now. Listen to me. Y'all been studying violence. Y'all been studying the problems and the issues in this city. Raise your hand if you ever lost anybody to violence. So look here. The reason why we start with energy every time is because somewhere in this city, somebody can't breathe. Somewhere in this city, somebody is in the grave. Somewhere in this city, somebody died too soon. So on the count of three, we always want to remember our blessings and the things we had to be grateful for. And the number one thing we had to be grateful for is ourselves. So if you're glad you woke up this morning, say yeah. Nah. If you're glad you woke up this morning, say yeah. If you believe in your life, say yeah. If you're tired of the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor, say yeah. You know that we are the ones we have always been waiting for, say yeah. You want to go deeper, say deeper. Want to go higher, say higher. When I say love, you say life. Love. When I say success, you say success. Success. When I say freedom, you say freedom. Freedom. Clap your hands and make some noise. You may be seated. I seen some of y'all a couple weeks ago at the funeral home, and that was a very powerful and impactful moment that we had. Those of y'all who haven't seen me in this room, who am I and why am I before you right now? My name is Muhibb. I represent an organization out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin called Flood the Hood with Dreams and the I Will Not Die Young campaign. Why me and my partner, Governor Antone Nixon, call our organization Flood the Hood with Dreams? Well, about 20 years ago, we started going to schools asking young kings and young queens like yourself what you want to be when you grow up. Turn the lights up. And they'll give us what's called the politically correct answer. They'll raise their hand and say, ooh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a businessman or businesswoman. I want to own a Fortune 500 company. I want to be rich. I want to rule the world. Then one young king would be sitting in the back of the classroom not paying attention, throwing spitballs. And I say, young king, what you want to be when you grow up in here way in the yard? And I say, young king, what you want to be when you grow up here way in the yard? And I say, really, young king, what you want to be when you grow up? And he'll look me dead in the eye like I'm looking you in the eye right now. And excuse my language, he'll say, don't come around here talking about no damn dream. Because where we come from, we don't make it past the age of 21. And where we come from, I was walking down the street in my hood and I seen my guy get shot in the head and the hood told me I better not tell. And where we come from, we ain't seen our daddies one day in our lives. And where we come from, my little sister got molested by my auntie boyfriend. And guess what? She didn't tell nobody. Guess why? They said she was too fast and she deserved it anyway. Bogus, right? So we start calling our organization Flood the Hood with Dreams because we believe children who come from streets called Burleigh, Garfield, Galena, Vine, Center, Hogan, and Buffalo, where they say East, and they gangbang all day, every day. We deserve, listen to me, we deserve to have a dream too. So if you know you deserve to have a dream too, and you ain't gonna let nobody stop you, you ain't gonna let the hood stop you, you ain't gonna let what people say about you stop you, I want you to clap your hands and make sure. Look, when I say real, you say talk. Real? Talk. Real? Talk. So why are we here today? We're here today because greatness is in the room. But we also here today because you know what? Sometimes it feels like we live in a city that hates us. talking about, being a change agent, and how to get there, a lot of those things are sabotaged by where we from. And where we from? You see where we from? They say we don't graduate from middle school to high school to a college like Marquette or Penn State. They say where we from? We graduate straight from the block to the state pen. And they say where we from? We ain't got no mentors. We ain't got no summer camps where people are pouring greatness into us. No, where we from? All we got is these jail suits, and these jail suits be talking to us. And these jail suits be saying, little black boy, little brown boy, little white boy, wear my suit. And we say, no. And the jail suit be saying, little black girl, little brown girl, little white girl, wear my suit. And we say, no. Because my mama said, if I go to school and I get a good education, I can beat you and laugh at you. Little dude, you can't beat me. You're going to be just like your local daddy. You're going to be like everybody who look like you, who walk like you, who talk like you, who grew up in the same hood as you. This is where they belong. What, you want to be a doctor? That's for the smart people of the world. You want to be a lawyer. You want to be a businessman. You want to own a Fortune 500 company. No, that's for the smart people of the world, the people who live on Lake Drive. That ain't for you. What's for you? You're supposed to jump off the porch. So what you do, you be having one leg in, one leg out. Halfway going to school, halfway on the block. Halfway trying to be somebody, halfway not. And ultimately, we put that foot in, and we say, I'll wear your suit, because after all, what else do I have to live for? But that's where we're from. And they say, where we from? We get down on our hands and our knees. And we be searching for the truth, but it's only a lie. And we get mad and frustrated because it's like nobody is there for us. And the mantra that we live by is, I ain't gonna cry no more. You see, I ain't gonna cry no more because crying tears is for what? They for punks, and we ain't no punks. We some thugs. We some real thugs. I'm a real thug, Daddy, because you never taught me how to be a real man. I'm a real thug because my daddy never taught me how to be a real man. My daddy never taught me how to be no real man. My daddy never sat me down in his lap and read me bedtime stories and told me that I could be somebody. He never loved me. Your daddy loved you. He never wanted me. He wanted sex with my mama. My daddy never loved me. He never wanted me. I was an accident. He never loved me. He never wanted me. He begged my mama to get an abortion. My daddy begged my mama to get an abortion, and when she refused, he got down on his hands and his knees, and he prayed to God. He said, Lord, please don't allow this woman to have this baby. When she refused, he got down on his hands and his knees, and he prayed to God for her to lose me. She didn't lose me, but for his sins, I had to pay the cost. I wasn't still born. No, my mama didn't lose me. I wasn't still born, but I was still born lost. But I ain't gonna cry. Because crying tears is for what? They for punks, and I ain't no punk. I'm a thug. I'm a real thug. So in school, I became that real thug. I never cried tears, but I was screaming on the inside. I was screaming on the inside, trying to get some of my teachers' attention, but some of them wouldn't listen. I got mad because some of them would listen. I got mad because some of them kept trying to teach me some white stuff in some books that had no relevance to my existence. I got mad because they kept talking about Christopher Columbus and Thomas Jefferson and what they were supposed to mean to me when I didn't eat last night. You eat last night? My daddy never cared about me. I be seeing dudes get shot on the block every night where I come from, and ain't nobody telling me it's gonna be all right. Ain't nobody telling me it's gonna be all right. And ain't nobody telling me that if I dig down deep inside my soul, it must have the strength and the power to overcome these circumstances. I can make it. I'm smart too. We smart too. We can make it. But ain't nobody listening. So instead of listening, what they do, they sent me home. They suspended me. They renamed me LDED, Attention Deficit Disorder Boy, like I can't learn. They claimed I was uncontrollable, so they had me struck out on something called Ritalin. I don't need no drugs to control me. I don't need no drugs to control me. I was just playing. All I ever really wanted them to do was to listen. And y'all know how the rest of the story go. The boy drop out of school. The boy get out there on the block. The boy had that pistol. Or that boy riding in stolen cars. That boy pull that thing out on somebody, they shoot, he died, or he locked up. Same old, just a different day. But that's how it is where we from. And where we from? Maybe few of us never get out of this jail suit. Where we from? And where we from? You are the smart one in your family. You feel like you're the only one. What about your cousins? What about your siblings? And what about those who we lost along the way? Because where we from, if we ain't locked up, we a face on a t-shirt. And where we from, nobody ever tells us that we can write our own book. Nobody ever tells us that we could be an author. Nobody ever tells us that we can travel around the world and tell our own story. Nobody ever tells us that we belong in the world because our gifts will make room for us. They don't tell us that. They tell us you a shrine to teddy bear, a flower. They tell you, bring out the yellow tape. They tell you, that's how it's going to wind up. Because where we from, there's the sound of the 4-5 and the sound of the Glock 9 and the sound of the Tech 9 and the sound of the 38 and the sound of the 38 and the sound of the 38 went bow as the bullets, bow as the bullets, bow as the bullets, ping, ping, ricochet through the barrel of the pistol, suddenly colliding with the sound of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 67, 89, 110. Little girl jump rope momentarily mixed with the sound of 20-inch ram screeching away from the sea of the crowd ever living the sound of no, you don't understand, see. No, you don't understand, see. You don't understand. That's my baby. The now panic screams of a morning mother because the sound of the woo, woo, woo. Ambulance came too late once again. And once again, the sound of 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, pumping air into her chest ain't enough. 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, it ain't enough. It ain't enough for the sound that we're losing her. And goes through the hood as we all wait to hear, knowing what we hear, hoping out the sound of the woo, flat line and now separates us from heaven. And the sound of us be like, there ain't no well that's life where that little girl go. There ain't no well that's life where that little girl go. There ain't no well that's life. Ain't nothing about it to stop the 4-year-old. James Doe was shot to kill newspaper for his voice. It is a homeowner to go one ear and out the other wrist. Us two conservatives, us two conservatives, us two conservatives. Sound of rap music like same old ish, just a different day. Out here trying to get it each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times is getting hard. What we finna do? Hustle, 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 hard. Closed mouths don't get fed on our boulevard. Is where we from. We be hustling that boy, don't we? And we be dealing that boy, don't we? And we be trying to be the boy at the expense of never becoming a man. And bam, the son, I said, bam, the son, I said, bam, the son, her book of life closing. No happy ending, no Prince Charming, no knight in shining armor, just another story. Another ghetto story, the sound of which rock, bye baby, rocks together to sleep into the bow bow, wakes us up so we can do it all over again. And if you didn't hear me the first time, family, shh, bow bow, ping, ping, 10, 20, 30, no, you didn't discuss my baby, 1, 1,000, we're losing her, woo, dang, oh well, that's life, 4-year-old, Jane, oh boy, rock, bye baby. Where we from? Listen, I'm so glad I didn't just come here to talk about where we're from. Raise your hand if you know we got something more in us than where we come from. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you know you got some greatness inside you that people from where you come from might not recognize it. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you know you a blessing, even though people where we come from might think we trash. So if you know you got something great inside you, and you know you a blessing, and you know you ain't gonna let nothing stop you from reaching all the way to the top, I want y'all to repeat after me. Say, it ain't where you from. It ain't where you from. call, for the sake of today, we're going to call this the ladder of success. Boom. Let's put it in the middle to be fair. All right? See, I want y'all to do one thing for me. See, at the bottom of this ladder is where we're from. It's all the pain, it's all the hardships, it's the challenges, it's the things that we see on a regular basis. But at the top, this degree is a representation of who you can be. It's where we're from, it's where we're going. But how do we climb up the ladder? 4 ways you climb up the ladder. Number 1, I need y'all to repeat after me. Say, life has 2 rules.
Life has 2 rules.
Say, life has 2 rules.
Life has 2 rules.
Say, rule number 1.
Rule number 1.
Don't quit.
Don't quit.
Rule number 2.
Rule number 2.
Don't forget rule number 1.
Don't forget rule number 1.
That was the late great Duke Ellington. He said, life has 2 rules. Rule number 1, don't quit. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Look at me, young kings and queens, right now. There will be some things in your life that come your way, no matter how talented, no matter how gifted, no matter how intelligent you are. There are some things that's going to come your way, some tragedies, some losses that's going to make you quit. Some heartbreak. I told my daughter one time, she's full of life and full of confidence. I said, baby girl, I never know who you are until you get your heart broken. Because then I will really see who you are. Heartbreak will make you want to fold, will make you want to give up, will make you want to quit. I had a friend just last week, 2 weeks ago, who got killed. I had to still come here and speak today, even though my heart is hurt. Preached this funeral on Friday. I still got to hug his kids. I still got to keep moving. 48 years old, we figured we out of it. Life will come your way and it will smack you. And either you're going to break or you're going to keep going in spite of. Raise your hand if you got somebody who gone that you got to live for. Somebody who gone, who on the other side and who depended on you to live for them. Get that degree for them. Graduate from high school for them. Graduate from college for them. Once you do that, if you don't quit, man, you almost halfway up the ladder. Rule number 2. Y'all, rule number 2, listen to me. Thing number 2. Second thing you gotta do is this. Y'all repeat after me, say, my dream.
My dream
has to be bigger.
has to be bigger
In the ghetto.
than the ghetto.
And the ghetto is many different things. The ghetto can just be your pain. The ghetto can just be relationships that are negative. Your dream gotta be bigger than the ghetto, y'all. Who got a dream in here? Raise your hand if you got a dream. What's your dream? See it? What's your dream?
So get it out.
Give her a round of applause. Anybody else got a dream? Come on, it's dream time. What you want to be? Huh? We got a business owner in the room. What's your dream? We got a surgeon in the room. What else we got in the room? What's your dream? We got an artist in the room. Anybody else? What's your dream? We got a chef in the ghetto, you will go up a little bit further. Now, this thing relates to what y'all been talking about in this camp. Y'all repeat after me. Say service. Service is the rent, you pay for being on this earth. Somebody tell me what they think that means. Service is the rent you pay. Now listen to that. Service is the rent you pay for being here on earth. That's the way you pay it. What does that mean?
You will always have something to contribute to the world, even though it's maybe small.
Come on, give me a round of applause. What it means is, by serving others, that's how you earn your keep here. God don't care nothing about how much money you got. Don't care about your clothes, don't care about your cars, don't care about none of that. It's your service. What you gonna do to give back? What you gonna do to give back? How you gonna help somebody? Everybody in Milwaukee can't tear it up. Somebody gotta stand up and build it up. Somebody gotta be a blessing. Everybody can't be a curse. Everybody can't be a shooter. Everybody can't be a killer. Somebody has to be a builder. Somebody has to be a teacher. Somebody has to be a healer. That's you. That's you. Clap your hands and make some noise. Now let's take it all the way to the top. And last but not least, as I get out of here, I need all y'all to stand up. Come on. All y'all stand up. My nephew. What's going on? All right, so look. Y'all ready? See, because all of that stuff I talked about don't mean nothing if you die young. You gotta stay around. Look at me. We need you to stay around. Smart kids make bad decisions every day. You know why? They're trying to be something that they ain't. I heard a mantra. Somebody kept saying up here, be you, be you, be you. That's one of the hardest things you can ever do when you're young is be you. Because sometimes being ourselves, we might be a little quirky. I mean, that ain't funny, it's just the truth. We might not be, me and you might mean you ain't the coolest kid. Being you might not mean you the most popular dude or young lady. Being you, they might call you a square, they might call you a lame, but you gotta be willing to be you anyway. Because that's how you will live. We need you to survive.